Dear students, today I will discuss sum number F of exercise 4.6 because one of my student is facing problem in this sum. So, in this chapter, one price list is given in page number 59. Price of one pencil rupees 5, price of one crayon rupees 20, price of one ball pen is rupees 15, price of one felt pen is rupees 25, price of one notebook is rupees 20, price of one packet of chewing gum is rupees 10, price of one chocolate is rupees 35, price of one toffee is rupees 1 and price of one lollipop is rupees 5. Now, our question is one chewing gum, one chocolate and 3 pencil. In question number F, one chewing gum, one chocolate and 3 pencils. Find the cost of each item from the rate list on page number 59. The list I have already told you. If every customer pays rupees 100 to the shopkeeper, how much change will the shopkeeper return? So first what we will do, first we will find the price of each item from that list. First, price of one chewing gum, that is rupees 10. So write down price of one chewing gum is rupees 10. Then price of one chocolate, rupees 35 each. So price of one chocolate equal to rupees 35. Then we have to find price of 3 pencil. First we will write the price of one pencil from the chart. Price of one pencil is rupees 5. Write down price of one pencil equal to rupees 5. When we are finding price of 3 pencils, that means we have to multiply 5 and 3. 5 into 3 equal to rupees 15. Rupees 15 is the price of 3 pencils. Now we will add all these price. Rupees 10. Price of one chocolate is rupees 35, rupees 10, rupees 35 and price of 3 pencils is rupees 15. We will add 10, 35 and 15. Then we will get total price of one chewing gum, one chocolate and 3 pencils. 5 plus 5, 10. Write down 0 here and 1 here. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. Rupees 60. So, total price of one chewing gum, one chocolate and 3 pencils is rupees 60. Customer has to pay rupees 60 to the shopkeeper, but he is paying more money. He is paying rupees 100. That means he will get some money in return. That's why we are subtracting 60 from 100 to get how much money he will get in return. So while we are doing the subtraction here, the customer is paying rupees 100 but his bill is rupees 60. He is paying 100 to the shopkeeper but his bill is rupees 60. 60 is less than 100. So, in return how much money he will get? We will subtract 60 from 100, then we will get the money he will get in return. So, when we are finding how much money shopkeeper will return, we have to subtract. Why we are subtracting? Because the customer is paying more money. His bill is only 60 but he is paying rupees 100. That means he is paying more money. So we are doing subtraction to get how much money he will get in return. Rupees 100 minus rupees 60, that is equal to rupees 40. So what we are doing, I am telling you again that first we will find the price from the given list. Then we will add all the price to get the total price. We are adding this one. We are adding all the price to get a total price. Then how much money shopkeeper will return him? Then we will subtract. Then we will get the money. But why we are doing subtraction here? Because the customer is bill is rupees 60, but he is paying more than rupees 60. He is paying rupees 100. So he will get some money in return. That's why we are doing subtraction here. Thank you, children.